We're very proud to have him with us today, and I'd like to introduce Kyle Cassidy.
Let me be among the first to congratulate you for having made it here. When you walk out of here this evening, those of you who aren't already will be adults. And you'll be expected to make your own adult decisions, buy your own books, get yourself to class, do your own laundry, leave your parents alone, for crying out loud. They could use some time to themselves. But I would like to have you take this last opportunity to act impulsively and perhaps without too much thought, and enjoy some candy with impunity.
Another bag.
If I'd known that was going to be more than a stunt, I would have brought more candy. I see some worried expressions up here, and that's because they have no idea what I'm going to say. But that's okay, because I don't really have an idea what I'm going to say either. So I'll start with a personal anecdote. Have you ever shot at explosives with a machine gun? Because I have. This was about 2 years ago, almost to the day. I was driving across the country, photographing people who own guns for what I thought was going to be a very clever book, and somebody asked me that very question. They said, "Kyle, have you ever shot at explosives with a machine gun?" And I said, "No, I haven't, but I'm fascinated that I live in a world where such things are possible." So 12 hours later, I was standing in a box canyon in central Kentucky holding a machine gun, looking at a dozen high explosive targets, and I thought to myself, "Kyle, how did you end up in this very remarkable situation?" And that's kind of how I feel right now at this very moment. How did I end up in this very remarkable situation? When they first asked me to come in and say a few words, I wasn't sure that I actually had any good advice. I took a walk, and I found myself in front of the former home of the former Charles Epting Van Sant, which is not in and of itself a remarkable occurrence, because he only lived 3 blocks from my house. But Charles Epting Van Sant was a 25-year-old Wharton student who in 1916, July 1st, 1916, had the ignominious honor of being the first of 5 people to be eaten by a shark off the New Jersey coast. And I thought to myself, what are the odds of being eaten by a shark? They're probably very similar to the odds of winning a Nobel Prize. And then I thought, well, if you wanted to, how would you go about getting eaten by a shark? And I'm going to save you some head scratching over the next 4 years and let you know that there is no area of academic inquiry so dumb that it doesn't have either practical application or it won't get you some attention. In fact, if it's really stupid, you'll get on television a lot, because everybody likes to think that smart people aren't any smarter than them. But I think that this does have some value. The thing that Charles Epting Van Sant did to get himself eaten by a shark was to go in the water. And that changed his chances from impossible to possible. And that's what you're doing right now. You're changing your chances. You're improving your chances, and not of getting eaten by a shark, but rather of doing something wonderful. You may never again be exposed to so many creative people, talented people. Your professors are swell folks. I can't vouch for all of them. I don't know all of them, but most of them are swell folks. But half of what you learn isn't going to be from them. It's going to be from your peers. You're going to learn at parties. You're going to learn sitting under trees, driving around in cars. And I can promise you this, that at some point in time, between right now and the day they hand you your diploma, you're going to be sitting on a sofa or standing in a kitchen at a party, probably at the crossings, and somebody who you don't know is going to say something. Or they're going to give you a book that you've never read. Or they're going to tell you about a person that you've never heard of. Or a country that you've never been to. And it is going to change your life. While you're here, every day is an opportunity. Use them. Use every moment here. Learn to juggle. Build improbable bridges out of trash. Take a semester abroad. Investigate politics that outrage your parents. Produce culture. Don't just consume it. Every day, every moment that you're here, ask yourself, am I in the water? Because if you're not, you're wasting your time. When you were children, some of you that was recently, it was your parents' responsibility to make your dreams come true. And from now on, that's your responsibility. If you want the New Yorker to publish one of your stories, then you need to make sure that there's a story on some editor's desk. So it turns out, maybe I did have a couple things that I could say to you in way of advice. Work hard, believe in yourself, enable your dreams, seek out creative people, hang on tenaciously, and always be a force for good. And I'm going to hang out afterwards, and I'd love it if you wanted to come up and say hello. Thank you.